So let me switch back to my Dragelic set. And there's also like a whole bunch of like other things I'm gonna need to do. So, first order of business, we do have these phantoms here, which are a problem. Nope, that's too high. Now, I don't know if those guys respawn, but if they do, they're a problem. But I'm going to need to eliminate this guy. Because if I leave this guy alive... And, ooh, large Titanite shard. If I leave that guy alive, it becomes a problem. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my, level up here. Now let's see if, the Phantom respawns. Wait, what? That's strange. Oh, okay, so, if I don't heal up, it's a problem. Interesting. Alright, Dark Spirit Forlorn. And I actually have to use that human effigy. Okay. Gosh darn it, this is so inconsistent. Yeah, we're gonna have to give up on that one. Like, the problem with that enemy, like, we're clearing out Iron Keep because we need to make our way back to the Smelter Demon. Problem is we have to eliminate these guys, like, one by one. Otherwise, they become a problem. And that guy has forced us to reload the area from now on. Like, if we can lock onto him, like, we can easily take him out. Problem is it's not easy to lock onto these guys. Like, if we can get a good hit, we can kill him. Yeah, we pretty much have to reset the entire area if we're gonna kill that guy repeatedly. But we're pretty much in the process of clearing Iron Keep here, and it's not a quick process. But I'm gonna have to look up where to farm human effigies. Because I'm gonna need a ton of them for the area we're trying to work towards. Because each time we enter the area I want to enter, I have to rejoin a covenant, and then I have to basically work towards what I need. But we're grinding souls for a couple of reasons. One, we need to level up more. Gosh darn it. Like, I hate the lightning spear and how utterly inconsistent it is at times. Yeah, we're just not gonna be able to do that. Because, like, here's the thing. Our lightning spear misses. We're kind of screwed. But we have to eliminate the phantoms every time we do this. And there's no way to properly aim this. And if they decide to move like this, we're pretty much just screwed. Because if they come on over there, like, I can lock onto them. Like, the funky way Dark Souls 2 has its lock-on system makes it really hard to do anything out of range. But at the same time, I kind of have to level up Faith in order to maximize my lightning damage. Yeah, and once I finish eliminating this shade here, we can go ahead and go back and level up. Because carrying around this many souls is not a good idea. But the thing is like, Lightning Spear is, like, my only convenient long-range incantation. Which is really kind of inconvenient, to be honest. Because it's the only long-range incantation we have, we're kind of just stuck with it until we find something significantly better. Because the only thing that would give me longer range would be magic or sorceries. And I haven't done that quest line yet, so I'm probably gonna have to do that quest line. And I don't know just how often these red shades spawn in. Nope. Damn it. This is another problem. Camera in this game is not our friend. And each time I die, I lose a chunk of my health. Which is part of the reason why I'm, like, not too inclined to use my human effigy while grinding this area out. Honestly, though, killing this knight here is pretty profitable. Oh, that guy fell to his death. Okay. We'll just slowly start eliminating these guys over here as well. Because if we can eliminate that phantom, we have less problems. But I don't know if there's a spawn limit on the red phantoms. Like, let me look this up here. Okay, red enemies spawn 15 times. And this guy's just spazzing out. Alright, let's talk to, the Emerald Herald. Alright, that brings me up to 35 faith. And 121 lightning bonus damage. So I can use... Nope, can't use Sunlight Blade yet. We're trying, though. Oh, hey. Red Phantom no longer spawns in. Nice. Yeah, we need to eliminate that guy specifically. Mainly because if we don't eliminate him... we run into a problem later on. Oh wow, this guy dodged. Like, that's part of what I was afraid of. And now we can go level up again. Like, we're just slowly but surely increasing our lightning damage to a ridiculous point. But it's also kind of necessary. Given I need to beat the boss in this area again. So can I use Sunlight Blade on my weapon here? Yes. Yes, I can. So I guess that's something we save for the boss. But I would like to test this here. So, Sunlight Blade plus my fancy halberd. Not a big difference here. Like, the real trick is to, like, eliminate this guy so I don't have to deal with, having to jump every time there's a phantom that invades. Because every time we get a phantom that invades and I have to jump, we're in trouble. Because this is not like Elden Ring, where jumping is an actual button. Jumping in this game is more along the lines of a series of really awkward actions. But it's gonna take me about an hour to clear out this area. And then we're gonna have to go farm for Twinkling Titanite of all things. Because once I get the 30 Twinkling Titanite I need, I'll be in a pretty good spot. Because I need to upgrade my armor. Because that's another thing, is our armor is a problem. Because this armor is significantly better than what I was using. And a dim to that, though. Because it's, well, what it is. It's not as upgraded as it could be. Because it requires Twinkling Titanite of all things. And I have enough Dragon Bones to upgrade a boss weapon. With every run here, though, we're getting closer and closer to the goal of just clearing out Iron Keep another time. And if I ever do, like, new game plus 7, because New Game Plus 7 is a thing in this game. Uh, Definitely gonna hold off until I've, like, maxed out all the, soft caps. Alright, we need 2,000 more souls before I can level up again. Like, rule of thumb right now is we don't travel around with more souls than what we need. Oh, okay, so that stopped spawning in. That's good. Alright, we can go level up again. Alright, the guy down on the ledge there is no longer spawning in. God, it's like the drop rates in New Game Plus are ridiculously buffed. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Like, we're gonna have to start eliminating those guys one way or another. And I'm definitely gonna have to use a human effigy if I'm gonna do that. Because I have gotten my health down so low that I just get one shot by those guys. But having another attunement slot is definitely one of the things we're gonna have to grind for. But the fact that we can stack, like, multiple buffs on something is actually kind of ridiculous. Hello there. Nope. Well, okay. This is gonna be more problematic than I thought. Alright. So I'm thinking, if I can somehow get those guys alone, we'll be in a better spot. Alright, that guy down there is no longer spawning in. But we have to open the door every single time. Angle it just right. And if I play chicken with them... Yeah, okay, so we can play chicken with them. There we go. Okay. So, we have a plan as to how we're gonna deal with these phantoms here. And it's honestly one of my most convoluted plans I've ever come up with. And I have to kill them 15 times. So, what I have to do is I essentially have to play chicken with these guys. We draw them out. And let them come to us. And that guy just did not want to die. Alright, invite him out. And I just died again. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a this is gonna be a continual problem. So when I do this, I'm gonna have to go get, like, another human effigy. Like, a firm reminder, I'm gonna have to farm for a human effigy after this. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Like, I'm just gonna have to farm for multiple human effigies. Enter. And make our exit. Yeah, let me just throw another lightning spear back on. Like, if I could use, like, an infinite number of lightning spears, that'd be amazing. Alright, that guy's no longer spawning in. So now we're continually just gonna have to keep playing chicken with these phantoms, so I don't have to, deal with them. Okay, that is not cool. Go ahead and climb. Alright. Like, we lure them here, and we'll be in a good position. Because they can't do anything to me up here. And we have to kill these guys up to 15 times, which in itself is a nightmare. Nope. Like, we'll get to a point where I don't have to worry about this eventually. Oh, nope. Like, having to do this is very cringe. But I also don't have any effective way of doing this outside of this. Because these guys are so strong that you kind of just have to... like, outsmart them to outgank them. So, I have a theory here. So if I instead... Ooh, Twinkling Titanite and Petrified Dragonbone. We need those. So if I instead go up through here and then rest, do I have to open the door? Because if I can skip the door opening method... I mean, if I can skip opening the door, it will save me some time. Oh, okay. So, if we open the, if we rest that way, we don't have to worry about opening the door. But if I kill these two guys, I'll have enough for 2 more level ups. So we lead these guys on. Because these guys are red, they don't lose their aggression even if I run away. That's just how they do things. So, instead what we end up doing with these guys is we just end up playing chicken. The entire time. Where'd the other guy go? Like, I can still hear him. Howdy there. Strange. Alright, he's sort of stuck in a wall there. Alright, you guys are still spawning in. Like, we're pretty much just gonna have to keep doing this until we successfully wipe out the area. Like, this is why Dark Souls 2 on New Game Plus is gonna take a long time. And we get multiple levels from doing this. Admittedly, like, part of my problem is I'm not willing to do the DLC stuff yet. Because there are items in the DLC that increase our lightning damage. And since all of our equipment is lightning based, we're kind of in trouble there. Alright, are we even close to, like, despawning these guys yet? Nope. Yeah, they can't get me from here, but they can sure as heck be aggroed. Like, speaking of which, how much, petrified dragon bone do I have? Oh, I have enough to fully upgrade one, boss weapon. Good to know. Up, there's one more. Gotta kill this guy at least one more time. Up. Let's see if I can pull a sneaky sneaky. Yeah, okay. So let's go, level up some more. Because we finally... It seems like we eliminated the, red phantoms, but we gotta check. Because once we kill the smelter demon, this area becomes infinitely more, farmable. Yeah, so we eliminated the, red phantoms. So we can go level up here real quick. And we're gonna have to go pick up a human a number of human effigies somewhere. I do believe there's still some I can purchase in the, crypt. Hey, Simpappy. We are just suffering through Dark Souls 2. So, I'm at a point where I just get absolutely ganked by the endgame bosses in terms of damage. It is my first playthrough of Dark Souls 2. Alright, so 40 faith is definitely what I need, because that gets my lightning damage up. Because, like, here's the thing. Dark Souls 2 has definitely been my most challenging Souls game. It's actually an area that I'm stuck on. There's an area called the Dark Cavern, and I just don't have enough, damage to kill the enemies quick enough. So what I'm doing is, I've moved Iron Keep into, I've used, a bonfire ascetic to put Iron Keep into, New Game Plus 2. And what I'm doing is I'm clearing it out so I can effectively farm it. But I need to kill the Smelter Demon first. Well, I need to kill the Smelter Demon a second time. And the thing is getting to the Smelter Demon would be a lot easier if I didn't have to, like, fight all these trash mobs on the way there. So I'm just having to clear out, like, all the enemies here before I go fight the Smelter Demon again. Well, I'm playing Scholar of the First Sin version, so I guess, I'm playing the Suffering edition. But it is what it is. Like, I'm enjoying it. I mean, I've pretty much gotten to, like, all the in-game areas at this point. Like, there's a couple of things I do need to do. Oh yeah, I've noticed there's a lot of places we gotta use branches on, and I'm not a fan of that. But what I found is it's typically easy for me to just go and wipe out an area and then just go through and basically then fight the boss. Like, Dark Souls 2 honestly feels like a very slow-paced rhythm game at times. But it's also incredibly brutal if you aren't leveling the right stats. Because now that I've leveled up Faith to 40, I just need 2 more levels in that so I can use Sunlight Spear. Wait, no, I can already use Sunlight Spear. It was Great Lightning Spear that I wanna get. But after that, it's just purely leveling Vigor. Because I need more health. It also doesn't help that stamina in this game is, like, really wacky. There is the, janky combat feeling. I've noticed that the camera is a big problem for me. Yeah, having to dump stats into adaptability is kind of annoying. Like, once I get it to 115, I'm probably never gonna put any stats in there ever again. Like, I'm not a fan of having to level up, dodging. But, one of the things that really throws me off is they split up endurance and vitality. Yeah. Like, the camera in this game is also, like, really, really jankety at times. Because I've noticed that, like, sometimes the camera will just automatically switch to someone else. Especially if you're fighting in an area with, multiple levels. Like, I have a rapier for, like, boss enemies. Like, I'm running 2 separate weapons in this game. Not because it's convenient, but it's more practical that way. Yeah, the enemy placement in this area is just absolutely brutal. Because, if you're fighting multiple enemies, the camera likes to, like, change your positioning. Like, part of the whole reason why I'm using a halberd, of all things, is because I can hit multiple enemies with it. And when I use a shield, I can stab. Like, in none of the others... In Elden Ring, I would never use a halberd. In Dark Souls 2, I'm like, halberd all the way, man. Like, I'm beating all the enemies in this area just so I don't have to deal with them whenever I go fight the boss. I haven't touched the DLCs yet, outside of just a starting area in the DLC to get this rapier, because someone on stream told me this was a really good weapon, and they're not wrong. But the DLC area is definitely something I'm gonna have to hit up before I end off my time with Dark Souls 2. I am in, I'm stuck on the Dark Cavern, because, like, I'm trying to do that quest line, and I just get ganked by the, like, large number of NPC enemies in there. Like, I could move on and face the final boss, but I don't think that's a good idea at this point. I also want to kill Vendrick and get Vendrick's soul. But I need to I need to do the Dark Chasms. I did one Dark Chasm. And I need to do more. Like, the Dark Chasms are what's getting me ganked. So, it is what it is. Like, it's gonna take me like another hour to fully clear out this area of Iron Keep so I can just fight the Smelter Demon again. Now, what was it that I wanted to get here? Great Lightning Spear. I've read like brief things on the bosses, but here's my problem with everything I've read on Dark Souls 2. A lot of it was actually less helpful than just going in blind. I actually found it a lot easier to figure things out on my own than reading the guide. Like, my whole thing is, just, I look at the guide I'm using, and I'm like, I can't tell whether this is for, like, the original Dark Souls 2, or Scholar of the First Sin. Like, it's a toss-up at times. So I generally just go in blind, and then I'm like, alright, where do I find X item? And then I just hope that the wiki description is correct. Because, like, I found that the Fextra Life wiki... Oh yeah, stock up on life gems. They trivialize it a lot. Yeah, that's another thing, is, like, I actually spend some time grinding just to buy life gems, so I can save my, like, Estus flask for the important fights. Because those life gems just save me so much time. Yeah, it's basically infinite healing. You just gank a couple enemies, you wait a couple moments, and then you can move on. And I'm honestly gonna have to stock up on life gems for the next thing I'm farming. Because after I clear this out, I need to farm Twinkling Titanite to upgrade my armor. Because I recently got my carry weight to where I can carry all this, and this is some of the best armor in the game. Problem is I have found that this armor takes Twinkling Titanite, and it takes 10 Twinkling Titanite to fully upgrade pretty much anything armor-wise. I have an idea of what it leads to. It leads to a boss. I know that. It also leads to a couple of useful spells that are going to help me out. But I'm not really sure what it leads to. But I don't mind getting spoiled at this point, because here's the thing. I've pointed this out to my friends here. Dark Souls 2 is so old that at this point I expect spoilers. It's not like the Elden Ring DLC where we completely went in blind and we're just like, we don't know what's around the next corner. Alright, we just need to keep clearing this out. Be mindful of the order you beat the chasms in. Alright, that's good to know. Like, I've only cleared one. So, we'll see what happens. Like, I know you're supposed to, like, beat the one in the woods first, and then the one in the gulch, and then the one beneath the castle. At least that's the order I've been told to do it. Either way, it's awful anyway. Either way, they're all awful. And you have to bring an item to light your torch as well. That's another thing. Oh, do the exact opposite? Well, it's too late now. I've already done one. Alright, this area's been cleared out. Now we have to go clear out that area. Do the Shaded Ruins one first. Oh, last. Okay. Well, it's too late for me now. Alright, I'm gonna let these guys come to me. Leave the Black Gulch one for last. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to eliminate all of these guys. Now the question is can I actually attack that guy from here? No, I cannot. But, like, there's a whole bunch of, like, nuanced things in, like, an order you're supposed to do things in this game that they just don't tell you. Like, that's one of the fun things about this game, is they don't tell you what order you're supposed to do things. They're pretty much just like, figure it out on your own. Good luck, buddy. And how much playtime have I put into this game? Like, I think I've put in... like, what? Almost 40 hours now? Yeah, the first half of Dark Souls 2 is pretty much... well, what I assume to be the first half is pretty much open-ended. Like, it feels linear, but for me it's been more along the lines of, like, I have no clue what direction I'm supposed to go in regardless. Like, I couldn't tell you what the right direction is to do anything in this game. And I'm just gonna eliminate these guys so I can fight the Smelter Demon without having to deal with any hassle. Like, I hate that I'm having to, like, clear out this entire area, but if I don't clear out this entire area, fighting the Smelter Demon every time is gonna be a pain. And regardless of what people say, I'll be honest, just killing the guys here in Iron Keep. Oh, it doesn't matter? Okay. That simplifies things. So I guess they're just awful regardless of what order you do them in. That only makes me feel slightly better. Well, that's not very nice. Yeah. Like, if there's an awful area in the DLC, I'm just gonna have to deal with that when I get there. Because the plan for the future is to beat all of Dark Souls 2, including the DLC. Some of the worst and best content in the game. Oh, that's good to know. The plan is to beat all of Dark Souls 2, and then all of Dark Souls 3 this year. And then any future playthroughs of Dark Souls 2 will be up in the air. Because I have thoroughly enjoyed my time in Dark Souls 2. It's been an interesting experience, but I don't think I'll ever make another character. I think future playthroughs will just be New Game Plus. Just because of how much time it takes to get set up in this game. Oh, you've been streaming a lot of Code Vein lately? I have not played Code Vein yet. Like, it's on my list of things to play. And I'm getting ganked. So I'm going to need to run back here. But Dark Souls is a fun game to stream. Oh yeah, that seems like a pretty good plan. Like, I'm playing all of Dark Souls in order. Like, I've been told you could skip 3, to be, I mean 2. But, like, I feel like if I don't play 2 before I play 3, I'm gonna be missing out on some things. So it is what it is. But I am looking forward to playing 3, because I enjoyed Dark Souls 1. And apparently Dark Souls 3 is a lot more like 1 than it is 2. Code Vein's equivalent of Dark Souls 1's Broken Straight Sword. Oh god, that sounds awful. I love it. That sounds like a fun video I'd watch. Like Elden Ring and Dark Souls challenge runs just absolutely fascinate me, because I'm like, I wish I was that good at the game. But I'm not. Yeah, I'll look at that clip here in a moment. I just gotta get into a position where I can tab out. Alright. Begone, butterfly. I'll take a look at that here. Alright.
Oh my god,
It's been 84 years.
gone, butterfly.
Oh, wow.
Jesus. Metal pipe overcomes all. That was a terrible experience.
A stream and a half of attempts. Wow. But Code Vein looks really nice. And, like, it'd be nice to be able to play as, someone with more character customization. Oh, your first stream in about 3 to 4 months? Yeah, I remember that when there was a time period where I just didn't stream at all. Where I just got, like, super down in the dumps. But now it's like, I'm streaming all the time when I can, because this is my hobby now. Outside of collecting cards, streaming is my hobby now. Small number actually matters at that point, yeah. Like, there's a couple bosses in Dark Souls 2 where I'm just like, damage really didn't seem to matter all that much. Like, I'll be honest, like, a lot of the bosses in this game, like, it's not a matter of, like, how much damage I'm doing. It's more along the lines of, like, oh, hey, how many times do I actually have to hit it is the problem for me. And I almost just fell to my death. Alright, I'll look at that clip here in a second. I gotta eliminate this guy. Oh, did that guy just fall to his death? Oh, that guy fell to his death. Like, the number of enemies in this game that have, like, derpy AI, where they sometimes just fall to their death, is absolutely hilarious. Alright, I'll look at this clip here. Oh wow, you're doing, like, no damage there. Like, even that flat 400 points of damage does, like, nothing to that boss. Invading Executioner. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, I've had a couple of, like, Elden Ring bosses treat me like that. Yeah, that attack buff up, like, really didn't seem to do much, to be honest. Like, then again, some enemies just have so much HP it doesn't matter. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Of the 3 gifts, attack buff of some sort, and even with all of them, your damage was trash. Wow. That is unpleasant. Like, I'm gonna have to get Code Vein the next time it goes on sale. Just because it looks like something I'd be interested in playing. Like, a good chunk of, those fights looked like something out of Dark Souls. Or a Souls game. Weapon techniques, 1 Bloodhound step-like skill, 3 attack buffs, 1 stamina reduction buff, and then flat damage buff. All of those things are pretty reasonable for somebody who's trying to crank out damage. But I guess when you're doing like 0 damage to begin with, it's not as big of a deal. And there goes my camera again. There we go. Yeah, camera switched, like, right at the worst possible time. The weapon techniques do, like, nothing, though, since you're using the metal pipe. Understandable. Like, I guess that kind of thing at this point kind of doesn't matter. Like, at the start of the game, Code Vein's biggest selling point is its customizations. Yeah, like, that's another thing. Is, like, I'd like a game where I can look however I want, and it not to affect the gameplay. But with Dark Souls, like, your armor is actually important. You don't have to respec if you want to try something new. Oh, that'd be nice. Because, part of my problem with Dark Souls is, there's not a convenient way to respec in this game. At least as far as I'm aware. Like, if I could, like, change easily to, like, a magic build, as opposed to, like, a strength build. Oh, you just level your base stats. I know you can respec in Dark Souls 2, it's just, I haven't looked up how to do it. Which is the problem. No, I'll figure it out. Besides, I kind of want to, like, beat the game with, like, what I'm using here. Because I just need two more levels in Faith, and then I can just start power leveling Vigor. Like, half the fun is me just running around and just trying to figure things out in this game. Although, I'll be honest, like, the base game of Elden Ring now feels super easy when I go back and play Dark Souls here. And, okay, looks like we just... Oh, nope, I still have these guys to deal with. Like, I'll be honest, Dark Souls 2 feels pretty on par at times with the DLC. Yeah, I'm fairly certain I've been spoiled by, like, Elden Ring's, combat system. Because Elden Ring's combat system is just so utterly diverse that you can do all sorts of, like, crazy things in it. Like, my experience with Elden Ring is you can pretty much take any weapon in that game and somehow break the game with it. And it's just that fun. Yeah. Dark Souls, on the other hand, is kind of linear enough to where you kind of just have to grind in order to get past something. Like, it's kind of a slog at sometimes. Like, it's taken me almost 2 hours to clear out this entire area here. And I've gotten a lot of good levels from it, too. Oh, that guy's dead. Or not. Yeah, you can just go to the forest. And if you really need to grind, you can, like, join the Covenant of Champions, which gets unlimited respawns. Which, I'm not doing that right now, because, I'm more concerned with, just getting through this area to fight the Smelter Demon again. And at the start of the game, I didn't know that you could get infinite respawns if you used the Covenant of Champions. The downside, though, is if you use the Covenant of Champions, you're pretty much gonna get guaranteed invaded all the time when level grinding. Because whenever I put on the Covenant of Champions, I just get invaded, like, constantly. It's just like one stream of enemies right after the other. And oh hey, we finally cleared out the area. Okay. And that's another thing. Yeah. They're weak to blunt damage, but not to any other types, which is really annoying. Like, none of my weapons are blunt weapons. Like, I use a halberd and an ice rapier. And oh hey, Giant Warrior Club requires 60 strength. And while I have lightning, that's not exactly amazing. Alright, so we put 2 into Faith. And then I start leveling Vigor. And then we see what armor I can upgrade at the moment. So, what gets me the most defense here? Dark Souls 2's New Game Plus experience is some of the best. Alright, go ahead and spin the rest on that. Alright, so I'm gonna go restore my humanity. You'd still rather play a New Game Plus run of Dark Souls 1 than a New Game Plus run of Dark Souls 2. Fair. I mean, I started a New Game Plus run of Dark Souls 1, but I kind of decided I'm going to hold off on doing the New Game Plus run for a while. Yeah, bonfire aesthetics are part of the reason why I was clearing out that area. Because pulling that area into New Game Plus 2 is pretty convenient. Oh, okay. That's a dick move. Oh, that's basically Giant's Flame Take P. Good to know. Yeah, hold on a moment. Yeah, every time I have to come back here and restore my humanity, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Oh, there's a lot of items that are only available in New Game Plus 2 or New Game Plus. Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Well, that's good to know. Alright, so now I can head back to Iron Keep here. Like, I'm probably gonna have to look all that up. I could, but if I do that, I have to spend my effigies, and I don't have any effigies right now. Like, I am, financially in a very bad situation in this game. Because I need effigies. And it's cheaper for me to go do that. But you can only use that shrine if you have no human effigies whatsoever. Like, that shrine is literally built as, like, a thing into the thing of the game where, like, oh, hey, you can use this shrine and you don't have to worry about like, you can use that shrine and not have to worry about a number of things. And I hate how this guy gets, like, fire damage. That's not good. Oh, did he just heal himself? Yeah, he just healed himself. Darn it. Oh, wasn't able to dodge that time. Well, I just got bonked out of existence. Alright. Oh, I forgot to put on my holy blade. Gosh darn it. That's on me. And I need to change up my inventory as well. Gosh darn it. Like, I forget to do things sometimes, and it comes back to hit me, and it comes back to bite me. Alright, where is my, ring of binding? Because we can throw on, my sunlight blade here onto my rapier, and then I can do more damage. And I forgot to put on my fire resist as well. So, throw on my buff. Go ahead and enter. Yeah, we do like 400 damage a poke now. There we go, we got him. Whew, okay. There we go. Whew, okay. And then we have to defeat the, pursuer again. But, yeah, I've noticed the rapier is pretty dang good. Provided, you can get a bunch of hits in. And now we gotta deal with this guy here. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah. The thing about bonfire aesthetics is they do, in fact, reset an area so it respawns certain items and wooden chests. But not the metal ones, unfortunately. Alright, so let's travel back to Majula. So, with this area fully cleared out, there are a couple of things we're gonna have to start doing. We need to upgrade my armor. As well as, we do need to, start leveling up intelligence.